The Handmaid's Tale Season 6 Episode 8 opens with June and Moira getting ready to pull off their handmaid coup. They are now fighting back together and destroying Gilead from the inside out using the same clothing that was intended to split them apart in the first place. The handmaid's choice of red is intriguing as, in addition to being the color of blood, it also represents danger and rage. June and the others have been battling those two emotions for some time, and they now intend to use them to retaliate against people in Shari tenfold. Serena's wedding is the bright light that is making all of this happen. June looks at Nick and Serena when they arrive as the handmaids all take their places in the church. The handmaids begin distributing out blades to each other while hiding them under their red robes while Nick recites the word of God. But the clatter leads a guard over to look into it after one of the females unintentionally drops a blade on the ground. Given the aspect of sound, passing them over here is dangerous, therefore, they choose to pass their weapons at the reception. However, when Serena goes over and addresses all of the handmaids, things take a minor turn for the worse. As Serena emphasizes the need of forgiveness and moving on, Moira and June duck to the back to avoid being noticed. Serena believes that her former handmaid, June, has gone past all of this animosity and even considers her a friend. Serena's remarks are poisonous, but when she recommends that they have a painting of them with all of them exposed, things go south. The handmaids, under June's leadership, will take over after the men and women collapse in their houses following the celebrations. They want to disperse, enter the homes, and murder each commander. Lydia arrives on her way out the door and nearly notices what June is doing. For a while, Lydia's worries are diverted by Aunt Phoebe and Lawrence, who also make sure Lydia has some cake. Despite coming, Lydia avoids eating the cake because she is on high alert. Instead, she realizes something is wrong right once when she discovers all the cake pieces hidden behind the bench where the handmaids sat. Their blissful marriage quickly takes a turn for the worse when Commander Wharton brings Serena home that evening. The most fertile woman in Gilead, according to Wharton, is a handmaid who is waiting for them in the front room, reiterating that if Gabriel, whose real name is Christine, is not welcome and that she does not want her here. Serena is outraged and wants the lady to leave. When Serena discovers that Wharton has tricked her, she is shocked and begins to cry. Wharton is officially in charge now that they are married, and as his wife, she is obedient to him, but he still feels that he is acting in accordance with God's will with Gilead's behavior. Serena does leave the house with Noah in tow, and Wharton reluctantly lets her go. Ironically, the handmaids break into the homes in New Bethlehem after showing up for the commanders. We only saw Commander Bell consume a few bites of cake before, but June takes on his mansion. When June arrives at his place, he genuinely wakes up after passing out. While all of this is going on, Aunt Lydia returns to the Red Center and demands answers from the handmaids. One of them, Moira, gets up just as Lydia appears ready to murder one of the girls. Shortly after, however, June arrives and calms Lydia down by reminding her of all the horrors that have occurred throughout Gilead and how the girls are rebelling against these dictators because they are defiling the name of God. June begs Lydia to save them when Janine appears behind her. Given that she has always had a soft place for Janine and treats the woman as if she were her own child, it works. When Lydia lets the girls, led by June, leave, the guard inside the room does nothing and eventually simply walks away.